This is a instructional video on how to measure your feet for our custom boots. Some things you're going to need is a chair that allows your knee to be at a 90-degree angle, a hard surface to stand on, the fitting packet we gave you that had the folder and the measuring tape. You're also going to want a number 2 pencil and a pen. Okay, so it doesn't matter what foot you start off with. On one side, put your foot in the middle with the flap coming up on the inside of your foot. We'll get to that part later. Here, take your number 2 pencil, just go around the edge of your foot. Make sure that the pencil is standing straight up. If there's some variation, it doesn't really matter, but for the most part, make sure that it's straight up. 90-degree angle with the floor. Then you want to move to a 45-degree angle and go right up against the foot where it actually meets the paper. Okay. After that, you want to switch to your pen. You actually want to stand up at this point. So this is causing weight to be placed on your foot. You want to do those 2 outlines again. Doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure that you get that 90-degree off the paper and that 45-degree. Okay. Now, let's put the flap straight up. And you're going to put your pencil perpendicular to your foot. So from there, start off your toe, move up to the top, and we're just gliding our pencil off our foot. Do the same thing with the back heel, making sure that we're perpendicular and we're straight. So you get something like that. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just creates just kind of a well-estimated view of the profile of your foot. Okay, now we're going to go into the measurements. So there's 5 measurements that we'll be doing. Your joint, which is right here, your waist, a little bit back, instep, short heel, and ankle. So to start off with your joint, we're going to be measuring in metric. Correct way to measure anything, in my opinion. You're going to find the 2 knuckles back here of the ball of your foot. Should be a diagonal line. Just right underneath that, right over top, and you want to compress it down a little bit till it's tight, and you want to relax it just till it's snug. Not a lot of space, but you're not choking yourself pretty much. So I get 260. Now, lay down the paper flat, or the tape measure flat, and mark out where exactly you measured from. From there, we're going to go to the waist. Now, off that knuckle, it just kind of swoops in a little bit. And swoops in there right after that knuckle. You want to measure right on top of that. Getting tight, push up a little bit, 260 again. Now the reason why we're marking it is because as I put your last on top of these measurements, I want to make sure that I'm measuring from the area that you did. So that just helps me out. Because this measurement right here would be different than this and this. To make things more accurate, that's why we do that. Okay. Mark that as well, 260. Next one is your instep. That's the highest part on the arch of your foot. And we start the measurement back here, right in front of the bone on the inside of your foot, kind of right in front of the heel, you'll feel that. And then right off the 5th metatarsal raise, so that bone that actually goes all the way back here, do right at the start of it. And go over till you're at the highest part of the foot. And compress, relax. We're at about 285. Again, flat, mark it. Okay, next is your short heel. So the short heel starts at the feather edge of the back heel up into the nook of your foot and ankle. Right there. That's 350. So we're going to mark it by SH. 350. Now the last one is your ankle. So depending on what height you want for your boot, whether it be 6 inches, 8 inches, or up, you want to measure that out. This is for 8 inches. And I measure at that height. Again, same thing. Compress, relax a little bit, and 270. And mark that with an A. Okay. Last thing you're going to do is just mark on the front, or anywhere on here really, what size shoe you wear currently. So there, that's just giving us the starting point of what last to choose from, and then build up to your measurements. So if you wear a tennis shoe normally, that's 10.5, and a work boot, that's 10.5. Give us a 10.5 measurement. Okay. That's about it.